Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever Missouri Common Ground Alliance VacEx Rodeo, powered by RapidWorks, the software that helps hydrovac service providers respond faster and get more done. Today, crews from across the state have come to prove they've got what it takes, facing off in a high-octane challenge for prizes and the ultimate title of champion. But this event is bigger than just competition. It's about safety, innovation, and the teamwork that protects lives and keeps our world connected. The Missouri Common Ground Alliance is here to lead the charge, bringing industries together for 2 days of free courses and seminars, all to elevate safety and celebrate the best of the best. Our operators are doing their last checks before the event. To ensure the safety and efficiency of our operators, they'll be using RapidWorks software for their joint safety analysis, equipment checklists, and timings. It looks like they've just finished up. Let's get down to the field and meet our teams. The trucks have been checked by our judges and the crews are ready. It's time for the first ever VacEx Rodeo to begin. And just like that, our operators are going to their trucks to grab their lances, hoses, and dig tubes. As per regulation, all equipment had to be stored inside of its proper area before the event started. That means these operators are starting from scratch, having to unlock their dig tubes and lances and unravel those hoses, allowing enough for the entire excavation. Let's go to organizer Travis Taylor for the rules.
Welcome to the first annual 2024 VacEx Rodeo, sponsored by and brought to you by RapidWorks, Missouri Common Ground Alliance, Coring and Cutting of Springfield, Crewplex, Vermeer Great Plains, La Follette Excavating, and Contractor Solutions. My name is Travis Taylor. I am the organizer of the 2024 VacEx Rodeo. The rules for the VacEx Rodeo are simple. Dig precise, dig safe, dig fast. We're going to time the contestants, see how fast they are able to complete the excavation. We have an 18-inch pothole, followed by a 3-foot long trench, followed by a 3-foot by 3-foot meter pit. The quickest time wins. There is a catch though. We're looking for precision. We will be measuring each excavation at the end of this and deducting points or adding points based off of how precise or how not precise you are. Safety is key out here. So before we even begin this event, we will be conducting job safety analyses, JSAs. RapidWorks has graciously offered their platform to be able to conduct these JSAs and these safety checklists. We will make sure that all contestants and all equipment is safe prior to beginning the event. Anything is possible when you are excavating. We don't know what's below, so we're excited to see what this turns out.
Thank you, Travis Taylor, event organizer and judge of the VacEx Rodeo. Now, if you've ever wondered what makes these hydrovac trucks the undisputed champions of precision excavation, you're about to find out. These machines are engineering marvels. Let's break down how they work. High-pressure water combined with a nozzle blasts through the toughest of soils, while a powerful air-moving system clears the debris faster than a cowboy wrangling a runaway steer. It's clean, safe, and perfect for delicate jobs near underground utilities. These trucks aren't just tools, they're game changers in excavation. There are many different types of hydrovac vehicles in our industry. Let's go to Andy to learn a little bit more about VacCon.
How's it going? I'm Andy Armstrong with VacCon. We're going to talk about our dedicated hydro excavator here. VacCon has been in business for 38 years and built over 10,000 trucks in that time. We make every shape and every size, from the truck you see here, from the smallest trailers to the largest excavators and everything in between. The truck we have here is a dedicated hydro excavation machine with a rear mounted boom and a positive displacement blower. Configurations and size are literally up to you. We like to not make the trucks one size fits all. Operations of our trucks we like to keep very simple. So very standard controls: off, on, up, down, left, right. Very simple. valves in operation for your different water systems so that anybody can learn and understand how to use these trucks fairly quickly and safely. This one's running a 20 gallon a minute, 4,000 PSI water pump. Give you plenty of pressure to cut through even the toughest substances. And of course, those are all heated and insulated to keep you working during the winter time as well. At VacCon, we use positive displacement blowers as well as 3-stage fans for our combination machines as well. We leave that choice up to you, and the application really drives that need for what you're using the truck for. This one's running an 827 positive displacement blower at 18 inches of mercury. We go up to as high as 28 inches of mercury for some of the larger trucks. This one's got a 12-yard debris tank. Like I said, we can do different sizes, different axle configurations to help you handle the weight distribution. And we're using a rear-mounted boom on this truck that goes 22 degrees below grade, as you can see, just to help with setup time and reduce the need for many pipes when it comes to digging. So here I could put one pipe on and go nearly 7 feet deep with just a single tube.
Thanks, Andy, from VacCon. Now, our operators are still trying to get through this incredibly hard ground, battling rock after rock, boulder after boulder. Some of them are even trying to expose the weak points between the different rocks to blast them up the tube as quickly as possible. And that's just one strategy these operators are using to get through this tough ground. When you're in the field, you have to adapt. Let's learn a little bit more about our operators.
All right, hi, I'm Andrew Craven. I work for Selling Construction out of Jonesburg, Missouri. The coolest part of this truck is it's one of the baddest trucks ever produced. Vermeer really did a fine job on this. You can locate the boom on either side. I can work from driver's side, passenger side, it doesn't matter. I once found an old Coke bottle, like the old glass Coke bottles while excavating. It's probably the coolest thing I've ever found. I know it's not the most eventful thing, but I'm ready to compete today, and that's where my mind's at.
My name's Aaron Edwards. I work for Badger Daylighting. The coolest part about our trucks is our powerful, quiet vacuum. And the coolest thing I ever found on the ground was an old Indian pot fully intact.
Nick's still battling out with these massive rocks. Being able to get that out as a single operator is definitely challenging. It'll be interesting to see what tactics he adapts. The Utilisafe team is also struggling to get through the first couple of feet, adapting a wide fan to see if they can find any weak points in the rock to blast through. They have to be careful not to get too many small rocks up the tube at the same time. This can cause a timely clog. If you look closely at the operator's nozzle, it's starting to sputter, which normally indicates it needs to be replaced. In these harsh ground conditions, you can definitely expect the operators to go through a couple of nozzles. It appears he's still managing to get through.
Hi, I'm Sarah Wilson. We're with Prairie Industrial Group. We're out of Shawnee Mission, Kansas. I've been hydrovacing for 4 years, and the coolest thing I found in the ground was a Milwaukee Impact.
Chris and Sarah have pulled into the lead, having the entire outline of their hole already dug. Now they just need to go for depth. It appears they've adapted a sloping pattern, allowing for all the debris to drain to the one side. A clever tactic for moving a lot of dirt. Now it's just about taking a quick couple of measurements. And yes, we have a little bit more to excavate on this side. Andrew, being offered a replacement nozzle, refused.
Hi, I'm Chris with Precision Daylighting, and I'm driving a Tornado F4 Ecolite. And one of my favorite things about this truck is all the space it has in the cabinet with the tool chest. Plenty of room for everything and all my tools. I guess one of the coolest things I've ever found on this job was I was in a backyard digging and I dug up a Folgers can and I thought it was full of coins because I shook it and I could hear it rattle. Turned out to be just a bunch of screws buried in the guy's yard, so that no luck there, didn't get rich, but find a lot of cool old bottles. I have a big collection of that. It's a fun job, I enjoy it.
Andy's battling it out with those massive boulders. Those ones will not go up the tube. Any kind of clog can really cost these operators time, which is something they don't want. It looks like we're finally breaking through. Operators have to walk a fine line when it comes to operating hydrovac nozzles. While the nozzles are powerful for digging in the ground, they sometimes can run into issues with rocks. Rocks prevent the turbo nozzles from penetrating the ground, often splashing the water back at the operator. To get through, some operators will use their nozzles to pry the rocks free, allowing them to blast underneath the rock and penetrate the surface. Putting too much pressure on the nozzle will cause it to break, so operators have to judge how much pressure they use to pry the rocks. Breaking them up one by one. Those rocks seem to be really jammed in there. And what's this? We have a massive clog over at Team Superior. Looks like it's hammer time. Unsuccessful. And here comes Chris with the pry bar. And just like that, it's free. Let's get back to the dig. It can be hard managing and keeping teams like these informed and profitable. And that's where our sponsor, RapidWorks, has you covered. With RapidWorks all-in-one solution, you can run your entire operation all with one system, from the first customer call to payment, so last-minute changes don't slip through the cracks. Keep your crews informed with a field app for managing jobs and collecting electronic tickets. Track your trucks live with GPS and telemetrics and make better decisions and boost your profits using built-in reports and analytics. Here's what RapidWorks customers have to say. I am 10 times more efficient using RapidWorks. Hal Piger from HydroX USA. RapidWorks keeps our team connected with one system and avoids the headaches that arise with piecemeal solutions. Andrea Salone from Groundbreakers. With RapidWorks, you can conquer the unpredictable and build a more profitable business. Our operators have entered their stride and have figured out the best way to be able to get through this harsh ground, using circular rotations and getting in between the big rocks. Sometimes employing a smashing ability with their pry bars. Time to get those big boys out of the hole. Superior Hydrovac building up quite the quarry on the side of their hole. It looks like they have depth on their hole. And now they're just trying to work on the trench area, breaking it up and getting through. Andy keeping up with the rotations, trying to get depth the best he possibly can while fighting those massive boulders. And it looks like he's come across a shelf. This will be very hard to get through. He's going to have to find the weak points and puncture through one by one. Looks like we got a little give. Badger running into a similar problem with their hole. They're going to have to work these sides and that lower edge in order to be able to get through. Nick with Team Superior also battling these massive rocks. As a single operator, being able to do this in a timely manner does require significant skill. And it looks like Chris cannot catch a break, getting some of the biggest rocks here. Let's see how he gets through it. Chris has entered the square. He's catching up quite quick. Utilisafe with a clog. Let's see how quickly they can clear it. He's clamped and ready to go. Let's get back to the dig. Sarah and Chris are doing their best to be able to make up some time. It appears that their hole is almost complete, but they're having issue being able to get to depth and also clean up that backside wall. It seems that they've hit that rock shelf just like everybody else, and they're having a hard time being able to get the hole to the proper depth. Another clog for Chris. Oh yeah, that's a good one. He may have to play a game of bouncy ball to get those rocks out. And just like a bouncing ball, there it goes. Now Chris has to re-secure that tube and get it back to work in order to be able to win this competition. While Chris was dealing with the clog, Sarah continued to operate, trying her best to be able to shore up all the sides and make sure the hole's at depth. Back to the spud bar. Another one bites the dust. Look at the power of the HydroVac. The dirt is flying and the pressure's on. Crews are in the zone, and today they got a secret weapon. Crewplex Wireless Communication Systems. Crewplex is here to revolutionize how your crew communicates on the job. With hands-free, full duplex wireless systems, Crewplex keeps your team locked in and firing on all cylinders. Today, some of our crews are using Crewplex to dominate the dig, showing off what wireless communication can really do in the field. For the winners of the first ever VacEx Rodeo, Crewplex has graciously donated a headset package. That's right, the champions are walking away with the next level tech to take their teamwork to a whole nother level. Crewplex, stay connected, stay unstoppable. Team Badger not at depth just yet, still battling out that floor. Sucking up that last bit of water to reveal where they need to go next. Nick still taking his time, trying to be methodical as he possibly can. And when you're dealing with these massive boulders, I completely understand. If Nick can blast some of those smaller rocks away, he can get those big boulders out and get some depth. Double checking our hole here. It looks like we have a little bit deeper to go inside the trench. We're entering the final quarter of our competition, with Prairie in first and Superior just behind them. But with these ground conditions, anything can happen in this last quarter. Let's find out who will win this competition together. The infamous red clay, the stuff that stains and sticks to everything. Wait a second, what's this? Superior appears to be done their hole and they've begun packing away their equipment. As for regulation, they must pack away their dig tubes, lances, and hoses and return that boom back to its original position. The hole is looking mighty good from this angle. Let's see what our judges have to say a little bit later. Utilisafe gaining ground. And moving over to their pothole. Team Prairie cleaning up all of their equipment and their job site. This is best practice, keeping everybody safe and away from the mud. Our other hydrovac teams are still fighting neck to neck to see who can finish first. Our judges have begun measuring the first hole. And it looks like Prairie is getting ready to be finished, taking off their tube and putting away their hoses and lances. Tubes away. And locked. Trying to grab this big rock. Nope, it's still stuck in that wall. You're gonna have to remove some other rocks first before we get rid of that one. Team Badger working hard to get those final moments in before the judges call the competition. Look at those laser sharp walls. And that's the horn. The competition is officially over, and now our judges are going to be gathering and measuring every single hole. All the specifications were originally in the RapidWorks ticket, and every hole will be judged based on what they have.
"34, 36, 19-inch for the pothole."
Any measurements that are out of sort will cost the team some time.
For Prairie, 10-minute time penalty for the meter pit, so it's not going all the way in.
For teams that haven't completed their holes, they will also be judged based on what they've completed. And any time will be added to the depth that they did not complete.
Now you ready for the depths on the meter pit?
What is it?
Depths for the meter pit. We'll have 6 measured locations.
Let's go to Missouri Common Ground Alliance organizer Travis
First
Taylor
measurement
for our
is 28 and a
results.
half. All right. Everyone, first of all, thank you all very much for participating. It was rough, unbeknownst to us, but you guys all really battled it out. And I was very surprised at what we saw. So I can't wait to do this again next year. I hope to have all of you guys here with us next year, along with so many others. Our goal is 25 and 25. So really looking forward to that. So the biggest thing we want to do, obviously, is find out who the winners are. So in third place for a Pelican cooler and a, well, $100 fresh, is Utilasafe with a total time of 787 minutes. So there's that for you guys. And here's that.
Great work.
In second place with a time of 230 minutes is Prairie Industrial. There we go. Oh, hold on, trade me. There you go. And in first place with almost 100 minutes less, 135 minutes, is Precision Daylighting for the $500 and the big cooler, and big coolers from Contractor Solutions. Crewplex provided you guys with a Crewplex headset pack. So first place, here you guys go. Awesome job, guys.
Congratulations, guys. Fantastic
Yeah.
work.
And if you guys didn't see, they got a mountain of rocks. Everybody does, but it was touch and go there for a minute, wasn't it, guys? I thought it was a great turnout this year. There were a lot of people up in the stands asking questions about what you guys were doing, why you guys were doing certain things at certain times. So the overall objective, like we talked about at the beginning of this whole thing, was damage prevention and letting folks see what it is we do, why we do it. The questions were being asked. There was a lot of interest, and overall, I think the mission was successful. Albeit the digging was rough, the mission was successful because we did have a lot of people asking about what it was you guys were actually doing and why, which was, to me, the biggest benefit of all of this. So thank you guys very much.
So, how was the dig?
It was awesome. We had a really good time doing it. We had some big rocks that held us up a little bit. Came in second, but next year we will be first.
Yes, we're very happy to win, but the dig was very tough. It was all rocks. We had a couple of hang-ups that got stuck in the tube. Took a little bit of time to get that corrected. Couldn't really dig a precision hole because of all the rocks in the wall, but ultimately we got the win and we got the job done the fastest, so I'm happy.
Thanks to all of our operators and sponsors for making today's competition possible, and we hope to see you all here next year. And thank you for joining us for the first ever Missouri Common Ground Alliance VacEx Rodeo, powered by RapidWorks.